Hey guys, AJYT Abbott here, and welcome back to another movie review. This is going to be my review for Ant-Man and the Wasp. If you guys have not seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, this review will contain spoilers, and some possible, tidbits about what could possibly be going on in Endgame. Let's go. So, the amazing and, really good part about this movie is the cast. The cast puts their absolute all into this. I can't think of one actor that didn't put effort into this movie. You have Paul Rudd putting on a hilarious performance as, Ant-Man, Scott Lang. Evangeline Lilly as the Wasp. That was a really awesome part of this movie too. That's probably my favorite part, is her as the Wasp. It's a new hero in our universe, in the MCU, and it worked so friggin' well, man. Michael Douglas, of course, as Hank Pym, Michelle Pfeiffer as, Janet Van Dyne, and Michael Pena as, Luis, and his stories that he tells. Freaking awesome, man. I really enjoy Luis. I really enjoy Michael Pena as Luis. We learned more about the quantum realm in this movie, of course. Because, Scott basically says that he thinks he saw Janet in the quantum realm in the first movie, when he shrunk down to subatomic size. And that was a really cool thing to see, because we actually got a little bit more insight onto it, because when Hank goes in there to find Janet, you can see a little tiny, almost like society or a city in there. That would be really cool if there's actual cities in there. Another thing I liked was that it sets up the game perfectly well. I mean, I know Captain Marvel was the next movie after this one, but man, I honestly don't care, because this was a great way to set up Endgame. Introducing the quantum realm, bringing back Scott, because he is going to be a crucial part of Endgame, I feel. And the quantum realm, we already know, is going to be a huge part, because of, the quantum realm suits. They're going to be possibly going back in time, trying to get the stones maybe before Thanos gets them, traveling back to different movies. So that's why, really, the quantum realm in this movie is a really central part of not only this movie, of course, but Endgame. So yeah, the after credit scene was great. Oh man, Scott is stuck in the quantum realm, of course, because Janet, Hope, and Hank are all dusted. They all got taken out by Thanos when he, snapped his fingers. And that was that was actually unexpected. I really did not expect that from, the movie. I was like, I wonder how they're gonna play into Endgame. Nope, they're gone. But Scott's stuck in the quantum realm, and, it leaves you on a cliffhanger, really. It's and it says something along the lines, yeah, I remember what it says. It says, Ant-Man will return, or it was Ant-Man and the Wasp will return with a question mark. That was brilliantly well done. And it possibly has one of the best Stan Lee cameos, one of the most funniest ones. I still think Captain Marvel, the Stan Lee cameo for that was really good. But yeah, it really set up Endgame, perfectly, in my opinion. Introducing the quantum realm, showing us the quantum realm suits, hinting at the little civilizations, leaving Scott stuck in there, and, leaving us with that mystery of, is he gonna get out for Endgame, or is he not? Obviously he is, because, we saw the trailers. But, there was that little bit of, time where it's a mystery. So I thought that movie handled that really well. And some of the action in this movie is really well done. The fight scene at the end, or not, it's kind of at the end, with basically them fighting Ghost. And Ghost you know what, we'll talk about it right now. Ghost isn't that great of an antagonist, I will say that right now. Um, I'm not saying I prefer Yellow Jacket over her, but Yellow Jacket was more of a compelling villain. I think I feel that way because Yellow Jacket was an actual villain, and Ghost is sort of a villain, but she's really just trying to save her life. Cause basically the thing is, she's phasing in and out, and she could possibly die, or just stop phasing and just stop doing everything. She wants to be human, and she's willing to do whatever it takes. Had to slip that in there, I'm sorry. She's willing to do whatever it takes to, achieve that goal. But I just feel like, if she was a villain the whole movie, which I mean, I really wouldn't care if she was or not, because she was still a well-rounded character. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with her for this. They kind of push her off to the sidelines. Really, it's really just focusing on the Sonny Birch and his people trying to steal the lab. That was a really main focus of it. Ghost was kind of off to the side because she had her whole thing with Bill Foster, of course, trying to help herself. So then, of course, the other things is it slows down a little bit in the middle. Scott basically tells Louise where they're at. Louise gets truth serum. That's a little joke for anybody that's seen the movie. They'll get that one. Louise has truth serum. He tells basically Sonny Birch where they are, and the police show up there. It slows down a little bit after that because, Scott's sort of in a slump. I'm not saying it's a bad part of the film because, there's a great conversation between him and Cassie, and some great stuff when, he finally, mans up and goes to save Hope and Hank from prison. Final battle hardly lives up to the final battle, in the first movie. Because the first movie had that battle with the Thomas the Tank Engine set. That was just absolute MCU magic. That was the MCU at its best right there, I believe. Really, really 100%. I honestly do believe that was the best. That was the best sort of battle in the MCU according basically it was one of the best battles in the MCU when you look at solo films. If you look at other films like Avengers and then Guardians added into it, there's a whole different change in there, because the final battle in New York for Avengers, and Wakanda battle, Titan battle, Sokovia battle, airport battle, all of those triumph over that. But in terms of solo movie fights, maybe that final fight for Winter Soldier was really that was really good. But Ant-Man is still one that always stands out to me. And the final battle for Doctor Strange, that was really great. Black Panther was alright, but in terms of the first Ant-Man movie, that was just absolute magic what they did with that Thomas the Tank Engine scene, because the close-ups on that was just fantastic. Here, you just, you kind of just have them running around trying to stop Ghost from, preventing Janet from coming in. There's some giant ants in there. It's really not much of a battle, really. It's just them trying to prevent Ghost from stopping the quantum realm little portal thing, or quantum realm accelerator, I think is what it's called. I honestly forget now because they just take a word and they slap quantum right in front of it. So yeah. So guys, that was my review for Ant-Man and the Wasp. On Saturday, I will have my review for Endgame. It'll at least be, I'm going for an hour-long live stream. Thank you all very much for watching.